Hi again, my name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my what solds for last week, which would have been August the 1st through the 4th, Monday through Thursday. And then it was a good 4 days of sales, but then Wednesday I put my store on vacation because we were going to the Highway 127. So of course it always happens when I put my store on vacation. I set it through the Saturday, but then I realized I just turned it off Friday morning. That way my store looked normal for the weekend. All right, but I haven't sold anything on Bonanza since mid-June. And then I have no Facebook sales to share with you for that 4-day period either. I just don't know what's up with Facebook. But I'm not cross-listing there, and it's probably just like everything else. If you're not being active in it, then you're just going to kind of get hidden. So that's probably where I stand right now. But it's Friday. I'm recording this on Friday. We haven't done any sourcing this week. And I told Robert that we need to focus on what we've got right now and see how much stuff we can get done this weekend. We both have been spending a lot of time cleaning stuff. I kind of make these piles, and I have a shelf upstairs in my kitchen that's just full of stuff that needs cleaned or tested. So I grabbed a bunch yesterday and got some of that stuff cleaned, and then Robert's been working on it yesterday and this morning, because that stuff piles up and it's money. And so that's what we've been focusing on, and then I am plowing through stuff to get it listed, because fourth quarter is sneaking up on me. I want to have way more stuff listed and cross-listed than I have right now. All right, so let me get to the correct screens. I keep messing this up and then I have to redo it. It's not fun. All right, first thing, wasn't a great buy. I'll just start with that. I paid $5 for it. Comps were showing like $20, $25, but I kept sending out $20 offers and $20 offers, and nobody was taking a bite. And I decided last week I was going to be more aggressive with my sending offers. Seriously, trying to get some momentum, trying to get some stuff moved, especially older stuff or stuff that I just realized it's taking up space and it needs to go. So I went ahead and sent out a $15 offer on this, and it sold. I'm glad. I still made a profit, and a very large breakable item is gone. This I picked up at a church sale for $1.25, and it was still new in the package, but it was that fireplace brick looking cardboard stuff that I remember, you know, in pictures and stuff. I don't know if my parents ever decorated with one of them, but you know, just the fireplace so that you could have the faux fireplace and have stockings and all of that. I listed it and it sold almost immediately. Listed it for $19.95, paid $1.25 for it. So definitely keep your eyes open for these types of items that, you know, the nostalgia sells. And then I just packed it in 2 shoebox size boxes and just accordioned it. So sold some clothing items. This is American Eagle. Took a best offer of $13.21. I think what that is that week I was having a hard time with eBay sending offers. It would not do it from my desktop, and I prefer to do it from my desktop because I like to check if I've sent previous offers. I don't want to go higher or lower or anything like that, or you know, at least not go higher in my offer. But it was not working for me, so I think I just probably bumped in a 5% bulk offer, and that's why it's just this weird number. This is a Nintendo Kirby plush, probably picked up at the bin, so I mean it's little, 4-inch. So I don't have very much in it. It sold for $10.95. Love Plush. Now, if you're new to my channel, I don't do free shipping, with the caveat that I do have some that I was doing a test on, and I just haven't changed them back. Still hardly sold anything as with free shipping. So, not going to do it. Don't need to do it. My sales are great, even with buyer paid shipping. I picked this up at an estate sale. I want to say, I know it was $1 or less. It was a teeny tiny glass piggy bank. Didn't have a box. I think I had, usually when I list breakables like this, if there was potential to have a box, I try to put that in the listings now, just to say there is no box. But it did have some discoloration up here at the top. I just noted it. It didn't come off with normal cleaning. It sold for $7.95. You know, I talk about this all the time. I'm good with these, my bread and butter. I always say my bread and butter is like 8 to 12. I'm okay with that because they all add up. Usually it's my smalls. They're very easy to take pictures of. They're very easy to store, and they don't take a whole lot of time to ship, and I can get many of them done. You know, so if you were worried about your like profit per hour, cost per hour, you know, I'm good. I'm good with the low dollar sales or the high dollar sales. This is a Dakin Tan Bear Plush. He had magnetic hands, so he would do the peekaboo. Large size, 21 inch, 1993. This has been listed a while, and again, end and sell similar. It sold for the full price. My sale hadn't even set in on this item yet. $49.95. And it's smushable enough that I was able to ship it in, you know, a large priority box. Robert picked this up at an estate sale recently. Probably paid $1 for it. It was a Ranger Boats snapback cap. It sold almost immediately also. It's at my full price, $19.95. I pick up a lot of snapbacks, and they take a while. They're not fast sellers, but you know, there's always these exceptions. This, I've had this forever. I think I bought the games at like a Goodwill bins, the one in Asheville, a long time ago. The games did not work, the systems, so I just pulled both of these and lotted them up, and they have finally sold. I'm talking years. Took a best offer of $9.45. This is Aurora. It's one of the small plush 5-inch cute little poodle, sold for $8.95. Again, it was an end and sell similar, and it sold. This is a Dakin cat from 1983. I love Dakin. Just nice quality, cute, not just plain. They're whimsical a lot of times. Like this cat. Look at that face. It sold for $13.45. This is Douglas Cuddle Toys. I did a video recently on high dollar Douglas. I haven't found any of them yet, but this was just a cute rabbit from 1985. It sold for $12.95. Another pair of jeans. We pick this brand up quite often. A lot of times our jeans are like $2 or less, but I mean, we find them for like quarter, 50 cents a lot of times too. This is just my size, and they sold for $18.68. I picked this up at a moving sale, and bought a bunch of the Christmas Village pieces there also. A lot of them were Department 56. But this was just sitting out. She said she ordered the wrong one and took too long to return it. So it was $1, and I went ahead and listed it and sold for $8. It was a KitchenAid wire whip. This is the math curriculum that we use, but I think I picked this up at a church sale. It's Matthew C. This is just the teacher's instruction manual and the DVD set. I love picking up curriculum. This time of year, everything is selling very quickly. And, you know, people are willing to pay priority shipping to get it. So make sure if you're listing curriculum that you always include the priority to give them a choice between medium L and priority. This sold for $29.95. All right, this is something Robert picked up very recently at an estate sale. It had a sticker on the bottom, Henri wooden figure. I decided it possibly was a monk with some doves. I think I listed it kind of high because there were lots of comps, but not for him, and a lot of them were smaller. I got a very, very quick offer of $20. I think we paid $1 or less for it, so I just took it, you know, get that stuff moving. This is a sailor dress. I put the words cosplay in there. Just thought, you know, somebody might want it maybe to dress up as Sailor Moon or any of those. There was no measurement, so it probably was handmade, so I just made sure I put all the measurements in there. Took a while to sell, I'll have to say, but I ended up taking a best offer of $18. This was a viewer sale, so thank you, Amy and Eli. They bought this Lego set. I don't remember where we picked it up, but it was one of the Marvel Avengers sets, still sealed, sold for $12.95. Now we picked these up at a yard sale, and they may have been in one of our recent hauls, but they were redhead fly fishing boots. I didn't realize they were fly fishing boots until when I was taking the pictures. There's like, it's not pulling it up for me. There's like foam on the bottoms of the boots. Fly fishing, right? Slick creeks and stuff. But it sold the same day I listed it. Again, it was one of those, we paid, I want to say 50 cents for them, and I got a best offer of $18. So it sold probably within a few hours of listing. There was a discussion in one of my haul videos between Robert and I because we disagreed on the color. I thought it looked like peach. Robert was saying pink. A lot of you responded you thought it was cream. So I just went with cream. It was a 15-inch gunned Peyton Bear plush. It sold for $23.20. This is another one of those. I've had this a while. I actually have a couple of them. This is Walmart. Love Walmart. It is vintage, 16-inch. It was one of those, it came up as offers to likers, and I thought, I'm really going to send a lowish offer. You know I bought this at the bins, so I have maybe $1 or less in it. 16 is good. I sent a $16 offer and they took it. So I'm doing that a lot, especially on this older stuff. Kohl's Cares, I love them. Just, it's a nice quality, whimsical again, plush. This was from the book Giraffe Problems. It sold for $12.04. This has been listed a while because when I look at the numbering system, it's like 400s and we're in, I want to say 1400s or something. So it's been listed a while. Robert's very slow in getting these ready for me, but nevertheless, it wasn't a good buy. I didn't even know what Blair was when we started buying this stuff. Come to find out, it's like a mail order catalog or something. Decided to send a lowball offer. I think I had been sending $10, nothing. So I thought, I'm going to go $8, and it sold. So I'm glad. Another thing out the door. This I think I picked up at the Goodwill bins. It is Learning Curve Bob the Builder Dizzy. He's like a cement mixer. From 2006. It sold for $18.55. I picked up a bunch of silverware earlier in the year, And I sold a bunch of it quickly, but I've got certain sets that just haven't been moving, and this is one of them. It's West Bend Twilight Rose Flatware. I divide the silverware up into like sets of 4 and list it that way. That way, if somebody's needing to add on to an existing set, they don't have to buy a bunch of silverware. I decided to send an $8 offer out on this, and it went. Yay. Walmart again. This is more contemporary. Sitting Gray Bear, sold for $9.25. I find these all the time, especially at the bins and in boxes at yard sales. They're Hasbro, but they're more current. But they just have a whole series of these figures from Sesame Street. When I find them, I just make small lots. This one sold for $9.25. Scentsy. I like finding Scentsy, but they have issues because of the odor. I can't store them with my other stuffs because even in bags, they tend to get, you know, smells onto everything else. So I think I would only focus when I'm going to buy Scentsy on things that are going to sell higher, just because of the extra care I have to do with them. This, I'm pretty sure I picked up at the bins in St. Louis. This is a Scentsy Gray Mouse. It's not got one of those removable scent packs either. It's just smaller, 12-inch, and it has that smell inside of it. It sold for $7.39. Now, I bought a box full of, like I'm trying to see what the word, I guess it is melamine, but like the wood grained, and it was a salad bowl with the individual bowls that went with it. But there were 2 bowls in there also that weren't part of that set. This one was by Boltolite, just brown, kind of interesting looking. It sold very quickly for $12.04. I think I paid $3 for the whole box. And then this is NHRA. I guess that's, yeah, drag racing. I have it in the title. Bear Plush, 11 inches. Again, probably picked up at the Goodwill bins. It sold for $9.25. And then I guess my big sell for that 4-day time period was this. Now this, I hope it lets me show it. Yes. This is Grumbacher Soft Pastels. I found this at an estate sale for $2. But it could have sold for a whole lot more. But look at what I was dealing with. Just lots of pieces and parts. Some of them, all of them used. Some of them larger pieces than others. But it had very much been used. So I think I started it at like $90. Had a lot of interest in it. I think I sent out a $60 offer and the buyer accepted it. So you can't beat $2 into $60. All right, and then a few orders from other platforms. This is an Elvis Presley musical hound dog plush by Yorkshire Company from 1986. I bought this at an estate sale, but initially I thought it was a pound puppy. And since it was in its box, very unique, I thought surely it's worth quite a bit. But then I found out it's not pound puppy, but it was Elvis Presley, and the music box did work. And I had it cross-listed, I think, to all the platforms because it's been probably a year. And it sold on Etsy for $47.95. So not bad. This was my one and only Mercari sale. This is Garanimals. I like that brand. A lot of times it is the bread and butter, but once in a while I do find some of the ones that sell for quite a bit more. This was just the little hand rattle monkey. It sold for $7. And then I had some Poshmark sales to share with you. This is a lovey. It's by Little Beginnings, unicorn, very cute. It sold for $12 on Poshmark. And then these jeans were Buffalo David Bitten Ash X Skinny Stretch men's jeans. They sold for $28. Again, most of these were picked up at yard sales for, I'd say on average, $2 or less. Every once in a while we'll pay a little bit more, but not very often. And then Lucky Brand jeans, and they sold for $19. So I'm content with as slow as sales have been, that I'm making some good sales, a lot of bread and butter. I'm being very I guess aggressive is the word with my offers, and I think that's helping a lot. And I think once you just get that momentum, then hopefully the sales keep coming. You know, we all got to do what we got to do. Just heads up, keep listing. I can't keep saying that enough. I think the more you list, the more activity that you show in your store, the better it is for you. But going on vacation doesn't help. It does not help. All right, so I've got lots to do. I've got piles over there, and then I've got some popcorn things. What are they? The plastic popcorn things I need to get washed. So that's next after I eat lunch. All right, bye.